generation of cyclopropanols from esters. The Kulinkovich reaction describes the organic synthesis of cyclopropanols by reactions of esters with dialkoxy titanium reagents generated in situ from Gigner reagents bearing hydrogen in beta position and titanium 4 alkoxide such as titanium isopropoxide. This reaction was first reported by Oleg Kulinkovich and co-workers in 1989. So, here also the mechanism involves the titanium cyclopropane that we will see. So, if you have a ester and 2 equivalent of Gignard and titanium isopropoxide, this you can use catalytic amount also 5 to 10% ether 18. So, this is room temperature reaction followed by acidic workup, you get 10 to 99% yield of this compound. So, cyclopropanol. And you can see this is 2 carbon homologation, 2 carbon homologation, because these 2 carbons are coming from the Gignard and this is the ester part, and this carbon is this carbon, carbonyl carbon become a this is quaternary center, this is tertiary alcohol. Tertiary alcohol is formed. Original reaction 1989 used a mixture of stoichiometric amount of titanium isopropoxide 1 equivalent, ethyl magnesium bromide 3 equivalent and ester at minus 78 degrees to minus 40 degrees centigrade. And the catalytic version 1991 uses slow addition of ethyl magnesium bromide to equivalent to a mixture of ester and titanium isopropoxide 5 to 10 mole% at 80 to 20 degrees centigrade. So, catalytic version was developed later, as you can see here, and this was the paper, initial paper, and then the catalytic version. And the scope of this reaction is very broad, different esters can be used, as you can see here, this R1 is shown in the red here. So, this is the cyclopropyl ester, this is benzoate derivatives like PCOET, ethyl benzoate. This is the functionalized esters, this is also substituted ester, this is alpha beta unsaturated ester, so like COOET. And this part is coming from the Gignard and the TMS group containing OR group, amino group containing, phosphoryl containing, and this the triple ester, so triester is present. So, the starting material will be CO2ET, CO2ET and CO2ET. So, chiral center will not be disturbed in this reaction. So, 3-cyclopropane ring is formed. Gignard scope cis geometry in the absence of chelating groups. So, this kind of Gignard you have to use, these 2 carbon will be there. So, the olefin formation will happen. And now, if you use this, so this starting material will be ET, this magnesium bromide suppose plus CH3COOET. So, these 2 will give you this product and this will be 2 equivalent. Also, this one, this is this kind of phenyl ethyl magnesium bromide suppose, then alpha beta unsaturated, here also functionalized, this is acetal motif. So, this also is tolerable under the reaction condition. So, this is a chemical review 2000, there the all details are discussed. Now, what will be the mechanism? So, the mechanism also involves like earlier the titanium cyclopropane dialkyl diisopropyl oxotitanium complex. Okay, this was the mechanism first, the two alkyl groups comes from the Gigner reagent, this one is formed and after that elimination of this alkane you get this titanium cyclopropane. So, this is very important, titanium cyclopropane. So, titanium cyclopropane is formed and now the insertion of the carbonyl group of the ester in the weakest carbon titanium bond leads to an oxo titanium cyclopentane 2. So, this is formed. So, the weakest means this less substituted carbon titanium bond breaks and you get this. And this oxytitanium cyclocane being rearranged to ketone, of course, here this OR3 group will eliminate, minus OR3 group will eliminate, you get this, or it will bind to titanium also, and a ketone will form here. Lastly, the insertion of the carbonyl group of 3 in the residual carbon titanium connection forms a cyclopropane ring. So, after this, this bond will break. So, what we have seen here, that this titanium cyclopropane, the both bond will break. So, first this bond is breaking to add to the esters, and lastly the second carbon titanium bond will break, so that the cyclization will happen, and you get this, the cycle again happens, the displacement by the Grignard to generate this active titanium complex. This of course acidic workup, you get this. And this is also important that both group are cis to each other. So, cis compound is formed, and agostic interaction stabilization between the beta hydrogen and the R2 group and the titanium atom was called upon to explain the diastereoselectivity observed. So, this is very important, this is very much diastereoselective reaction also. So, the cyclopropanol is formed as one isomer, and mainly the cis isomer is formed because of the agostic interaction. Ligand exchange of titanium cyclopropane with other added alkenes, this is very important because many times the Grignard reagent formation is not easy, then you can use alkene and then the exchange could be possible. Like here styrene 2 equivalent with ethyl acetate, ethyl magnesium bromide 2 equivalent, titanium isopropoxide, this is catalytic ammo reflux 42% yield of 98:2 cis trans. So, these two groups are cis to each other, and as you can see the styrene motif is here. So, the ligand exchange happens. Yeah, this is the mechanism, the titanium isopropoxide to ethyl magnesium, you get this one with one molecule elimination of this C2H6 ethane, you get this titanium cyclopropane, and now the styrene comes, styrene eliminates the olefin. So, because this one is in equilibrium with this, so that proves that ligand exchange is possible. After ligand exchange, you get this styrene motif. So, phenyl substituted titanium cyclopropane is formed, and now this carbon titanium bond will break first to this addition, and then the cyclization will happen to get this cyclopropanol. So, this ligand exchange is very much important. This was published in 1993. However, for other alkene olefins, ligand exchange not fast enough, and better results with stoichiometric titanium and isopropyl magnesium X. Instead of ethyl, you can use isopropyl, also N-butyl, cyclopentyl, magnesium and cyclohexyl. So, these are most useful, that we will see in the next slide, because it has to be this complex formation. So, this should be more stable than this. However, this equilibration is not always fast, like some olefins fail to exchange, as for example 1-heptene ethyl vinyl ether, likely due to unfavorable equilibrium. And what could be the solution? The solution will be strained precursor from cyclopentyl or cyclohexyl Grignard. Like here, if you put this titanium isopropoxide with this one, cyclopentyl or cyclohexyl magnesium bromide, you get this. And now this equilibrium will be faster. So, this cyclopentene elimination will be much faster, and this reaction will be in the forward direction, the exchange will be in the forward direction. Like this one, a chiral olefin. So, this is a chiral olefin, and if you see the structure, there are 3 olefins, motifs are present. And now, with this condition, with ethyl acetate, cyclohexyl magnesium chloride 4.5 equivalent, titanium isopropoxide 1 equivalent, only this terminal olefin reacts and you get this product selectively in 42% yield. So, what happens here? The exchange happens with cyclohexyl magnesium chloride. First this complex will form, then this olefin will react here to generate this substituted titanocyclopropane, which reacts with the ethyl acetate to generate this cyclopropanol. This was published in JACS 1996.